What is going on, YouTube? Hayden here, and in today's episode, we need to look at XRP. We're going to be looking at Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Guys, lots of stuff is happening across the board with like every single cryptocurrency. We have seen massive market manipulation, major explosions across the board. I mean, all-time highs have been set. But for the most part, we are just extremely overbought now. We have had extreme FOMO, extreme market movements, all because of the election. And what we're seeing now is a lot of manipulation across the board. What happens is when we have FOMO like this, it changes the technical indicators, although we do coincidentally have these kind of technical indicators that we're leaning towards bullish runs that could have happened at any moment now, and we have these major breakouts. However, when the manipulation cools off, which we have seen now, and the FOMO is coming to an end, what goes up always must come down, and there's always chances now of major swings to the downside here. So now that we're getting all this volume pumping and all this volume moving, there's a very good chance we can see major swings to the downside. So if you missed out on potential pumps to the upside, it's very possible now you can expect to see major dips to the downside. You can already see the uncertainty across the market. We're already seeing these major swings right now. If we jump to XRP's daily, I mean, just check it out. In the past day already, a couple hours, we hit a high of 73 cents. And we fell all the way down to 63 cents in just a couple of hours. We are extremely overbought, so anything can happen right now. So there's a lot to go over and discuss in today's episode. So make sure to watch the video to the end, smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's get right into today's episode. So guys, before we dive into the technical analysis, remember BYDFI is giving away $8,100 in free cryptocurrency to those that decide to sign up with the link down in the description below. It's a great way to earn free cryptocurrency that you guys can leverage trade or trade around with completely free using somebody else's money. BYDFI's money here. And the super cool thing is BYDFI also, what I like to do, I like to call it exchange arbitrage, which basically means you can deposit money into BYDFI today, receive the bonus, trade with that, and all the profits you earn off that bonus, you can withdraw completely free. But what you initially deposited, you can just withdraw it right after that bonus clears and hits your account. And then you can go to another exchange and do the same thing and just accumulate different bonuses on different exchanges. Or you can make a new account and then deposit money into the bonus and do the same thing like that. It's very simple. It's very easy. We'll talk more about it later on in today's video, but make sure to check them out for free down in the description below. Anywho, diving into today's episode, you can see I want to pull up yesterday's episode here where we talked about the major breakout that we are seeing here. I mean, we had a perma-bull breakout. We exploded. It was unstoppable. We're seeing major runs to the upside. And this is what I mean by all these technical indicators. We're showing signs of ready to pump, ready to explode here. Just want to briefly pull up the coin market cap, get a quick overview of what we're seeing right now, because I do think we are starting to see a veer to the downside here. Volume has obviously dropped over the past couple of days. We're down 30% now. You can see kind of that peak here where we have hit the top, and you can see at the most we're at like 308 in volume. Now we're down to 359, and I think it's going to start to head back down. This is like that tipping point where we start to see correction. Keep in mind, we are at 86 on the fear and greed index. We don't really get to that position all that often. So the fact that we're at it now also is a huge sign that we have accumulated volume and accumulated price too quickly. And what typically we see now is correction. But like I said, in this type of waters here, because I'm very familiar with it, anything can happen. Anything and everything can happen here. So I am, though, leaning towards a major dump. It's going to happen, and it's going to be brutal. I mean, we obviously can't sustain 20, 23, 13, 101, 32, 58, 37, 26, 40, 27, 101% pumps. It's not possible. I mean, what goes up has to come back down, and it is almost inevitable that we're going to be seeing these corrections very soon. I don't know how much higher we got left in us, because you can see right now, something like even XRP is trading at near 82 on the relative strength indicator. This screams correction here. We've talked about this in the past here. We'll talk about it again, but we're in a very interesting pickle. You can see overall we are on this weekly chart, and for months now, we have been discussing that we are in a major bull flag. you can see lower high, lower low, filling in this gap, correcting to the downside here. And we have been discussing consistently that correction is upon us here. You can see we are starting to rally up. You can see the bull flag. These are bullish. These do break to the upside here. And the fact is there was even a smaller bull flag that rallied us to the upside. And there's a good chance we'll close the weekly exactly where we are, which would then scream continued correction. But because it's a bull flag, yeah, there's also very good signs we could pull back down and just continue to head up, ultimately in the near future here. I do believe across the board we are due into next year to continue to see highs being set, all-time highs being made. But that doesn't account for correction here. I mean, we had a major candle, and you can see, just look at the past here on XRP. In the past, we've had major swings. Obviously, we haven't had one that significant in a long time, but it is a huge green candle in the past week. What happens after that? Major dump. Another big green candle. What happens after that? Major dump. So it's very consistent, and there's a chance that after we see these major spirals, these green candles, correction can definitely take place. Now, you can see in the past year, we rallied all the way up, and there were definitely huge spikes in the past, and it's very possible that could happen, but typically at the end of this, we do see correction here. It happens at the end of all of these, so we're pretty much just timing when this rally is going to end. We don't know. This was manipulation with the election here. So when that, dust settles, there's a chance this could cause correction. We are extremely overbought right now. Bull flag looks great. And I do believe we are going to continue to head up, but there could be, what in the world? There could be correction that could take place first, and that's my main focal point here. That's what we're paying attention to. That's what we're worrying about, and I think it's going to happen. I'd be surprised if we just continue to rally to the upside here, although we're seeing, lots of people re-enter the market, which is incredible. There's definitely a lot of volume and people jumping back into cryptocurrency. It's been dormant. It's been a sleeping giant. We've had a crypto winter for months, if not years now, and then the halving took place. We expected to see volume. It took a little bit longer, but here's that volume. So we're seeing this market swing us to the upside here. I don't think we have enough volume in us just yet to continue to pump to the upside here, but I do think we are going to correct a little bit and then continue to the upside. It's only a healthy correction. It's very necessary. Now, obviously, all these trades are made on BYDFI because BYDFI is the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. Buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, take profits. Everything you'd want on an exchange is offered on BYDFI, which is very cool and very, very, very efficient. Not only that, what I was saying before is they have a reward center and then a demo trading account. So you guys can take advantage of that 8K in sign-up bonus. You can see here exclusive bonuses they offer. They have daily benefits. I just claimed some of that today. And then they can keep piling it up. You can convert them to bonus cryptocurrency for you guys to trade around with. New user benefits right here. You can see all the way up to 8,100, you can get a free $100 by signing up, and then you can even get up to 8,100 by making deposits. Obviously, some of those are for whales here, but it's simple. You can claim these bonuses. Once you receive those bonuses, you can then switch your money out. Easy peasy. There's not really much to it here, but once you claim those rewards, you can head on over to the demo trading account. Practice your skills, get familiar, 50K in demo money. And then you head on over to the live trading account here, and you can see what's even cooler is with the bonus money that you have, I have $10 in it right now. You can see here what's cool is trading profits can be withdrawn. That is huge. What that means is even with as little as $10, if I was to do leverage, you can see $10 gives me $180 to leverage trade. So that is a huge amount to be playing around with here. So if you can figure markets are going to short, markets are going to dump, Bitcoin is going to dump, then you can take advantage of that with leverage, claim even more profit, get out, and then do it again. And you can continue to multiply that and keep, adding more bonus money in. So it's a great technique here to kind of scalp the market with exchange arbitrage. Anywho, moving forward, I didn't even mean to close out a BYDFI. Let me pull BYDFI back up. Moving forward into these other cryptocurrencies aside from XRP, everything has hit a top here. And as you can see with something like Solana, we are starting to pull back down. And I do think it's almost necessary for the health of Solana to pull back down. And hopefully it happens sooner than later here. Aside from Solana seeing that movement here, looking at other cryptocurrencies, Ethereum starting to see the correction, but we had an extreme breakout. It makes sense. I mean, we've been tracking this breakout for months now, literally since August. So look at us filling in the gap beautifully, and then boom, explosion to the upside. This was all very obvious. We could have dumped to the downside, but it was simple. We needed confirmation closure either above or below resistance. If we broke above, we needed to close below moving averages, which we did. So this was the entry point that we made. And since then, we've just been exploding to the upside here. And you can see it's also been outside the major descending fractal, another bullish momentum and explosion. But understand, after we see these major rallies on Ethereum, what happens is we correct. And I think that's what we're going to see now. Start to correct down, but this inevitably is going to form another descending fractal like we see, and then cause another breakout to explode. I just don't think we have enough in us to just continue to keep pumping and pumping and pumping. Bitcoin looks awesome, $90,000 as I speak, insane. And what's expected now is probably correction. I don't know how much more we can move to. Could we hit 100K? Hell yeah, it's very possible. But we just keep going higher and higher and becoming more and more overbought. We're trading at 83, so I don't know. That's the crazy thing with the manipulation now. We could easily hit 100K, but then immediately dump after. And that's what we're expecting. So this is all FOMO right now. Everything, all these new hands entering is all complete FOMO. So keep that in mind here. And then as for the stock market, you can see that phase, that FOMO is gone already. And you can see there's a good chance that we'll start to head back down and continue on our path that we've been doing. It's kind of nicer here. It's a lot more calm, the stock market, but things like Bitcoin, this is insane. I mean, it makes sense. We had this insane bull flag we've been tracking. We knew this breakout was going to come. We're definitely going to continue to head up. We can kind of maybe gauge how high we'll move to. It's crazy, though. It really is crazy. Yeah, right at 100K and then cause correction, but I think we're way too overbought right now, and this correction is definitely necessary. We're even overbought on the weekly charts. So insane, but it looks beautiful. So all I think really is we need correction and then a more steady, non-manipulated run to the upside here. But that's it for today's video. Smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.